What is up, guys? Next up we got Visage. This is another mid hero, and this can be slightly complicated to play. There's a couple of extra ads that you have to control and get stuff. They are great for just disabling rooting enemy getting kills. Secure with stone form does a like a mini stun whenever they land, and they also become invulnerable. So it takes a bit of practice to get this hero going, but he has a lot of good stuff and a lot of items that go great. And it can be really nasty once this hero kind of locks on you, picks on you, chooses you for the kill. It can be really hard to try and escape, right? So what does the hero do? The spells, Grave Chill is pretty much when you cast it, you take away their movement speed and their attack speed. That's pretty much what this one does. So like a really nice way to slow them down and also buff you up. So as soon as you start the game, there's already a really nice spell for you, right? Second one, Soul Assumption. Now this is a single target damage. Whenever, let's say, this guy acts or anybody from the enemy team keeps taking damage, I think 100 is the first. Yeah, 100 is the first step. You kind of get charges going. As you can see, these black bars, they start filling up, and the more they get filled, the more damage it does. Goes up with the level, of course. And it's a single target spell, but you can also get it here. You can see level 15 on the left side. It says Soul Assumption hits 2 targets. So on level 15 already you can cast 2 of these, and it's gonna second one is gonna prioritize a hero as well, right? So, and you'll be playing mid, so you'll be hitting level 15 quick. So that's the second spell. Third spell is basically protection. Got like 4 layers, and 20% per layer. Every time hero hits you, you lose a layer, but they also recharge and come back. So it's like a great way to like keep fighting, stay in the fight, not worry too much. And this can be really difficult for enemies to just go through effectively without having to waste a lot of time, damage, spells. They'll be getting controlled by birds depending what items you chose. Slow down, this will slow down their attack speed. So you can see how it can become really difficult to just kind of get there and get the kill on Visage. What is there on the left? Your ult, yeah, your ult is just summoning bird. These are for the Scepter, so I'm gonna leave the Scientist of the Grave for now. This is the spell that you get from your Scepter. So to start off with items, I usually just get power threads. This can be anything really. If you want to get power threads, get the extra attack speed going, extra int is damage in your case because you are int, Tages hero. So it's attack speed, it's extra damage, extra mana, all that stuff. You can go travel, you can go phase boots, you can go anything you want here. Really, it's everything is gonna be great. I just usually go for power threads, but yeah. So that's with the boots. Going on the bigger stuff, as you can see, it's pretty much bigger stuff here. I like getting Orchid as the first one. Orchid just amplifies on top of Grave Chill. So amplifies Grave Chill. So I slow them down, I silence them, I get the extra attack speed from them. They can't really cast any spells, they can't stun me, they can't escape if they got leaps like Mirana or jumps like Faceless Void. You can stop Troll Warlord early for casting his ult and just killing him. I think Orchid goes really well with this and just the whole team. I forgot to say you can also use birds, once they're stunned, you can use the birds also to just keep them stunned. Once they move stun with the one bird, keep hitting them, they're slowed down, they're silenced, other bird gets there, so this one goes up, you can use the other one to then stun him again, and you just kind of pile up on everything, right? But that's kind of the tricky part of the hero. You have to cast the stuff, cast the spell, cast the stuff, keep attacking, be aware of the surroundings, use the birds to use their stuns, stun with the first bird, keep hitting, move in the second bird, stun him with the second bird, and also be aware that they don't just die from some exterior damage that you can't see or you're not aware, right? Because they're not that hard to kill. It's not a lot of health or armor. So yeah, while like Orchid also can become later on, whenever you choose, can become Bloodthorn, becomes even more deadly, gives crits, body effect less, so silence, crits, and also True Strike. So anybody like Phantom Assassin, anybody with Butterfly, you get to hit them, or any works for you and any allies in your team. Everybody gets to hit them, pierce their evasion. So great upgrade. There's also 25 magic resistance by default. There's Mage Slayer effect, as you can see, passive here. 35% less spell damage when you attack at targets. If you're attacking somebody that can nuke and stuff, he's trying to hit you with the spells, 35% less damage for them. So all of the good stuff in this, you know, also attack speed, damage and stuff, and int, bonus int. So from Orchid into this, wherever you wanna go, it's a great decision. It goes, you know, with the whole team, helps you with the Gravekeeper's Cloak. This is damage protection, this is extra spell protection. When you get the Mage Slayer effect. So yeah, it just works great in my opinion, right? Now, after this, it can really be anything. So I just gotta go and explain why these work well. Or something like Assault. Assault gives you attack speed. Attack speed, once they're slowed, and you take their attack speed and you silence them, you just output much more damage to them. You keep them occupied with birds, even more damage, and you do want to get your attacks out there as fast as possible. Assault does just that. It also works with your birds. Buffs their attack speed, gives them more armor. So just like a great all-around item is Assault. Buffs you, buffs anybody that you control. You know, damage, armor. Anybody in your team really also gives them armor and attack speed. So just like an all-around great item for Visage, in my opinion. Assault, whatever you wanna make it, those are the benefits, right? Something really interesting that's there is the Scepter. So Scepter gives you Silent as the Grave spell. If I press this, me and the whole however familiars you have, you get a third one on the 25. You become invisible and you become pretty much like a Night Stalker when he presses his ult, or like a, who else is a Dragon Knight with Scepter. You just move over any obstacles, nothing is blocking you. You just get that flight form, right? Just fly over anything. But in this case, Visage also becomes invisible, and that's not all why you make Scepter. Why I make Scepter is the after effect. So when I get out after I decide to attack, you get 25% bonus damage on you and your birds. So that can be a huge buff to damage from that effect. And like the invisibility and free pathing alone goes for 35 seconds, which is insanely long. And then you get 4-second duration of extra 25% bonus damage on you and the birds, on all of the items that you have, right? All of your damage. So that's why Scepter can be great as another item. That's how Scepter works. Just, you know, just trying to ambush people. You can ambush them with Scepter. Suddenly you just get out of invincibility. They have to have dust. They have to have wards, gems, you know, to see you, and you can just get out, attack them, silence them, slow them down, use the birds to stun them as they try to get away. Use one bird and the other, and just keep dishing out damage. And Scepter will help you with that. Extra damage, invisibility, free padding, all this stuff, right? So that's Scepter. Something else that I like is Skadi. I'm just going in like any order, right? Usually I just go something for Boots and Orchid, and then I see where I want to go next. So Skadi, so we're done with this. What Skadi does, extra stats, and most importantly, it's slow on attack. So if I do the Grave Chill, he's already slowed down, but I kind of don't have anything if I use my birds. Let's say I just used up everything. I don't have anything anymore, then he's kind of free to move. If I don't kill him, if it's only me there, there's nobody else, there's no more effects for me to slow them down or anything. Let's say I don't have Shiva yet, right? Let's say Shiva doesn't exist. Skadi just gives you that continuous slow on them. So even after the Grave Chill expires, even when the birds are done with their mini stuns, all of the stuff goes on cooldown. There's still a slow effect on you, going really fast. A lot of nice stats, default health and mana also. So, you know, 22 on everything, plus 200 health, plus 200 mana, slows everybody. And yeah, it's just like a great way to just keep, kind of keep the Grave Chill on them forever, you know, and you're gonna be able to hit them no matter what. And then all of the stuff, you finish their cooldown, you recast the Grave Chill, you use the birds again and their stone form to do the mini stuns. It's like a nice cycle where you never really lose the slow. Now they can escape, of course, if they got something like you know, 4 staffs, somebody does a glimmer cape, so I can't see him. But even Black King Bar, the thing with Skadi is Skadi even pierces Black King Bar. So even if they press Black King Bar, they are still getting slowed. this item just goes through blocking bar. You can't really just press it and escape. You get slowed the same duration. There's not even a reduction. The same slow is there. Blacking bar can only save them from silence, can save them from grave chill. But if we have Skadi and they cleared your debuffs, they cleared silence, they cleared grave chill, birds can't even stun them. Skadi will still keep them slowed down through blacking bar. So they'll still be not able to escape. That's why I like Skadi, and yeah, just stats in general. Really, really nice buff. And something like Shiva also, it can be a bit much, having and then Assault and then Shiva as well. Still, the item just works. The item works great. Plus 30 int, that goes straight into your damage. Armor if anybody attacks you again. Extra armor just like Assault, but in this case they get slowed down a lot. Anybody trying to attack you, and there's 200 damage. AoE slows everybody and deals damage. Shiva is also great no matter what. You just don't get the attack speed like from Assault, and you don't really buff your units and anybody in the team with the whole attack speed and armor. But as you can see, it does another thing. It's more, it goes more with the Grave Keeper's Cloak in the way it adds armor as Assault, but it also slows their attacks down, right? So that's why Shiva's also great. Yeah, of course, this is all, you can make whatever you want, but this is kind of what I like making. So yeah, Shiva, and I put a couple of items in the backpack. There's always blacking bar now. This hero is not some crazy right click, type of faceless void, crazy attack speed. You gotta do everything in the chronosphere or the game is lost. Doesn't have to be like that. So blacking bar is optional. I don't make it as a must-have. There's a lot of ways for you to manipulate the fight, move around the fight, do other things. So if I'm really prevented to getting my stuff done, because even if you're not attacking directly, your soul assumption is always going to get charged. You'll always be able to launch at least this spell. You can use birds on another target and silence somebody else. Just kind of manipulate the fight in the direction however you want to go. About that. So blacking bar is great as usual. I guess grave chill, slow them down, keep attacking, get the benefits from assault and everything. Nobody can stop me from hitting them. Sure, blacking bar does all of that. If you're afraid of stuns, if you're afraid of silence, of spells, hex, any other effects, go for this then. But if you think you can manipulate the fight, move around and do stuff without this, it's not something that's 99% needed. You can do without this, but yeah, just keep it in mind. Always keep blacking bar with any hero that's kind of more in the way of just right click and you have to attack. Always keep blacking bar in mind. There's also Lincoln Sphere. Just general stats, block any targeted spells. This blocks any silence. If anybody wants to use this, for example, on your Bloodthorn, you're gonna block Bloodthorn, you're gonna block Orchid, you're gonna block Hex, stuns, any targeted spells. It can be Battle Hunger from X, you can block Culling Blade, anything really. So Lincoln Sphere with Gravekeeper's Cloak, great combo again. Yeah, you can really just go any of this. It's gonna be great for the hero. That's kind of it with the items. I don't think I would personally not put anything here else, but there are options. This hero just really has options. You can see there's Solar Crest, further reducing the armor or buffing somebody's attack speed. They also put Rod of Aethas. Rod of Aethas goes great with Grave Chill. And you can also make this into Gleipnir. So you get Maelstrom effect, and then you combine them into Gleipnir, and then you can pin down 3 targets and then also have a slow on top of that. So this is also amazing if you want to get. But yeah, that's kind of it. Shard, I forgot the shard. So shard pretty much just gives you what your birds have. You get your own stone form. Wait, that doesn't want to cast it. Wait, it doesn't want to do the animation. Let's see what's up. Did they change this? Oh no, I have to cast Gravekeeper Cloak. Never mind. I thought this was mine. So this is the one that you can't ignore that. It was always weird to me because Gravekeeper Cloak becomes your stone form. So yeah, You get your own stone form, and you do the same thing as your familiars. Same thing like, for example, Meepo has with Scepter. He just dig in, and I think it's 30%, up to 30%, 35% of your max health you just regenerate. So if anybody's attacking me, I can just nicely hide into this. It does the whole mini stun effect. I'm in the stone form. No damage taken, no physical damage, no spell damage, nothing. And once you get out, 35, you can heal about 35%, and then you can see what's up. You know, you want to fight, you want to run away. Use your bird in the meantime to kind of protect you once you're starting to get out. Again, a lot of ways for Visage to do stuff. I don't know if you run all the way there. Yeah, so that is Shard. Shard is pretty cheap. It shouldn't be a problem to get with Visage, but again, it's a strictly defensive tool. If you have the team where everybody on your side are just chasing, you're the one that ganks, you're the one always chasing, you never really run away, or you feel like comfortable enough, you do not need to get the Shard. But yeah, that's pretty much what the Shard does. Yeah, I don't know why they put it here, but I guess it is what it is. So yeah, that's kind of the build. That's the whole thing with Visage. Let's just see quickly talent tree. So first one is Visage and Familiar's attack damage and Grave Tree cooldown. That goes to 7. So that can be pretty low. That can be a really decent option to pick. 7 seconds slow plus the extra attack speed. This is also fine. It's not that huge of a number though, right? I would probably take Grave Chill here just to be kind of good with this one. 7 seconds is a really nice cooldown. Now, second one we already discussed. I would just take the Soul Assumption. So this spell with the charges hitting another hero. This does a lot of damage once it charged up. And like I said, maybe you can't hit somebody always, but you'll always have a spell to cast. So why not just double the targets that this can hit? You also get Armor Corruption as an option. So something like the same effects that like Desolator has, reduces armor. But I don't think it's not that crazy. You know, it does say can stack on multiple sources, so it stacks with Assault. You can stack with Desolator if you have. It can be a big armor reduction, but yeah, you know, you still need to hit people with that. You still need to be continuously be hitting. Your birds need to be alive. That target needs to have not so much armor so you can really feel it. I would just go for this, you know. This can really destroy weaker heroes especially. Third one is movement speed. I don't care about movement speed. I would just take 27,000 damage per charge. There's a lot of charges. I think it's 6. It's 6 charges on the last levels. It's a nice boost times twice because you took this for 2 targets. So just a really nice damage boost for your spell. So I would just take this one. And the last one I would just take the bird. You can take the armor as well, but extra bird is extra attack, and it's also extra stone form, and just an extra way to stop somebody trying to run away, right? So that's it's kind of like Meepo's extra copy for Meepo. It just does much better than any other option that's usually offered. Gravekeeper Cloak 10 armor is still great, but I would just take the bird. But yeah, those are both great options. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna be Visage. I think I did mention play mid, right? I think I did. Mid hero, it's gonna be pretty easy to get through the levels, get the 15 level for the Soul Assumption. And like I said, silence, I like getting silence first and then seeing really what's up. Skadi, so you can keep slowing even after this expires. Skadi even also goes through Black King Bar. Scepter for the nice combo that we also did. Assault for you and the birds and the team. Shiva, that can be whatever you want, and some other items here. That's pretty much for Visage, and just like takes a bit of practice, but can be really nasty hero to play against. It can be so much troubles trying to get Visage, and you have to waste a lot of damage, a lot of spells, and then still, you know, like I said, there's Shard. We can go into stone form. You quickly ignore everything, regenerate, come back. So really nasty hero. And but yeah, that's gonna be it for the Visage, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.